Hello and good morning. Welcome to today's meditation. My name is Claire, and it is an honor to be here guiding you. Today, we will begin by going through some mindful breath work to help ground the mind and body in the present moment. From there, we'll move through a body scan and ultimately land back in the present moment. To begin, please find a comfortable position. You can choose to lie down or find a comfortable seat. If you choose to sit, I ask that you keep your spine nice and tall. This is made a little easier by either placing a block or meditation cushion under your sits bones. Let's begin. So I invite you to either shut down through the eyes or find a soft gaze. If you choose to find a soft gaze, then place your attention on an object a little bit in front of you that is unmoving. Okay. I'm going to first explain what breath we are going to be doing, and then we will move through it together. So first, we'll start by taking 2 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth with an audible exhale. This will help to kind of release any of the tension that you brought into the space before we were to get started. And then we'll move through a more structured breathing technique. So through the more structured breathing technique, you'll breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. We'll hold for a count of 7 at the top, and then we'll exhale through the mouth for a count of 8. So let's begin. First, by taking a deep breath in through the nose, and then an audible exhale out. One more time, deep inhale through the nose, and an audible sigh out the mouth. Awesome. Next, we are going to move through the structured breathing. We're going to move through this cycle 4 times on my count. So let's begin. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Now let your breath return to normal, and we'll move into the body scan. So I ask you to first bring your attention to the body. Just notice any place in the body that is maybe feeling some tension, any place you're feeling some discomfort. Not placing any judgment, just noticing. Now bring your attention specifically to your toes. Maybe wiggle your toes. Notice any feelings that are there, any sensations that arise. Move your attention up to the middle of the foot, the arch and the top of the foot. Notice anything that's there, any sensation. If you're laying down, maybe you notice that the side of your foot is touching the floor, the mat. If you're seated, Maybe you notice where your feet are making contact with the ground. Bring your attention to your heels. Again, noticing anything that's there, not placing any judgments. Just noticing anything that's there. Breathing in and out. Start to bring your attention up through your ankles. Notice any sensations in your ankles. Again, not placing judgment, just noticing what's there. Bring your attention up through your calves and your shins. Notice any feelings that are present, any sensations internally and externally. Again, if you're laying down, maybe you notice where your skin is touching the earth. If you're not laying down, maybe you notice your body touching other parts of your body. So maybe you notice that your shin or your calf is touching your foot. Just kind of noticing. Then bring your attention up to your knees. Noticing any internal sensations. Noticing any external sensations. Maybe there's a fan on in the room where you are. Maybe you notice some cool air flowing. Maybe you're choosing to practice this outside. Maybe you notice the wind or the sun. Just noticing. Bring your attention up through your thighs and your hamstrings. Noticing any sensations that are there. And again, not judging, just noticing. Bring your attention to your sits bones and your hips. Noticing anything that's there. Maybe you notice some tightness. Maybe you notice some pressure from sitting on a block or the floor. Maybe you're lying down and everything is very neutral. Not placing judgments, just noticing. Then bring your attention up through your abdomen, through your belly, your back. Breathing into these spaces and noticing any sensations. Maybe you notice hunger. Maybe you notice fullness. Maybe there's no sensation present. Again, not labeling it good or bad or anything else. Just noticing it. Then bring your attention up through your chest, your upper back. Breathing into these areas, noticing anything that comes up for you. Maybe you notice some discomfort. Maybe you don't. Maybe you notice everything is very comfortable, very relaxed, quite neutral. Maybe you feel some heaviness or some lightness. Again, not labeling it as good or bad, just noticing. Bring your attention now to your shoulders. Again, noticing if there's tension. If there is tension, maybe you take a deep breath and see where you can release it. Bring your attention down through your biceps and your triceps, noticing any sensations. Again, whether they be internal or external. Maybe you completed some exercise earlier and there's some soreness. Maybe you feel the air shifting on your skin. If you're lying down, perhaps you feel the floor or the ground or the earth touching your skin. Noticing all the little things that perhaps you wouldn't have noticed unless you were paying attention. Bring your attention to the elbows. Notice where they are in the room, in the space. If you're lying down, perhaps they're touching the ground. If you're seated, perhaps they're not. If you're seated, maybe tag a little bit of weight in the elbows. Notice how that changes the sensations that you experience. Again, not labeling good or bad, just noticing. Then bring your attention to the forearms. Noticing any internal stimulation, sensations. Noticing anything external. Perhaps if you're lying down, you feel the earth on your skin. Maybe your arms feel quite heavy. Maybe they feel quite light. If you're seated, perhaps your arms are making contact with your body. Perhaps they're floating in air. Just being aware. And bring your attention to your wrists. Notice anything that's present there. Any sensations. Then bring your attention to your hands, first the palms and then the fingers. Perhaps you choose to wiggle the fingers. Notice how that feels different than keeping them still. Just noticing. Then bring your attention up to your neck. Notice if your spine is still tall or if you can find some more length. Notice how your neck is holding up your head, how there's beautiful length there, beautiful strength. Then bring your attention to your face. Notice any areas on your face that are perhaps holding tension. Notice your eyebrows, your forehead. Notice the nose, the mouth, and the jaw. If you like to release some tension through the jaw, you can place the tip of your tongue at the back top of your teeth, where the roof of the mouth and the teeth meet, with your lips sealed. Breathing into these spaces, noticing any place that you can release. bring your attention to the top of your head. Notice any sensations that are there. Maybe you even try to feel the tips of your hair. Maybe you notice how air is moving through. Maybe you notice that the air is quite still. Maybe you notice where your head meets the earth, the mat, the ground. Maybe you notice a sense of lightness, a sense of heaviness. Not judging it to be good or bad, just noticing. Now I ask you to bring your attention back to any place in the body that you noticed tension. I want you to notice if it's still there. Any physical sensation that we feel in the body, whether it be positive, negative, whether we've deemed it so as such, it's all impermanent. Just noticing it, observing it with neutrality, and recognizing that it's not here forever. The sensations, they'll pass. Now I ask you to take a deep breath in through the nose and then exhale out the mouth. And on this next breath, I want you to breathe into the places where you find tension. See if you can release it with your breath. Deep breath in through your nose. And as you send your breath out, send all the love, the light, the healing to all the places in your body where you're experiencing tension. Another deep breath in through the nose. And on your exhale, send the breath to any place in the body that needs a little extra love. Now, I invite you to open your eyes, come back to the present moment. And as you do, start to notice how you feel different from when you began versus when you finished. Again, not placing any judgments, just noticing. Is there any place that you feel different? Does your mind feel more at ease? Again, just noticing. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this experience this morning. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. It was truly an honor to be here. Thank you, and namaste.